This is Chithonian Lance here, bringing you the brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the new Blue Eyes cards that are coming out of the next Duelist pack, and hopefully they can be decent. They still haven't really topped Alternative Dragon as of yet, but let's just go right into it. So the first card here is Blue Eyes Solid Dragon. It's a level 8 light dragon effect monster with 2500 attack and 2000 defense, and you can only use the first two, the two effects this card has once per turn. It's pretty good, pretty average stat line in my opinion. 2500 attack is kind of, I mean, it's not terrible. I'm not gonna say it's terrible, but you know, it could be a lot better than what it is. It's not solid, if you want to put a pun in there. But let's see if the effects of this card make it even better. So the first effect is if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, negate that monster's effect. Now, this is not a terrible effect. I just wish this card was kind of this card is not a quick effect like it should be. Having a card, if this was a quick effect, I think this would be 10 times better than it actually is. To be perfectly honest, I don't think this is going to be very relevant at all, simply because of the fact that this card's not a quick effect for the first effect, but the second effect is actually kind of interesting. It's weird, and I don't understand it at all. It doesn't make any sense. The second effect is when an opponent's card or effect is activated, shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. It specifically names Blue Eyes White Dragon, so you can't just cheese out alternative dragon or anything like that, or not deep eyes, or spirit dragon. So you have to rely on this clunky vanilla monster, and you're only going to get 500 attack point boost out of it. It's not very good to me. And specifically, you have to activate this during your opponent's card effect. So if your opponent activates Regeki, it's kind of just not relevant whatsoever. I mean, I guess in some ways it's kind of decent. It's not a terrible effect. It's just mediocre, I think. Again, they still haven't topped Alternative Dragon as far as the monsters go. But maybe this spell, the spell that has some pretty interesting artwork, might I add, it will fare better. By the way, Solid Dragon does look like a pretty good, cool card. It looks pretty cool. So here we have Bingo Machine Go. So automatically just not searchable in the Blue Eyes archetype. So if they ever receive a card that searches Blue Eyes cards specifically, this card does not do it. This card is not searchable. So, and it has like two quote unquote effects. So the first, and you only have this card's first effect once per turn. It only has one effect. Reveal 3 of these cards from either or both categories from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one of them and add it to your hand. Shuffle the rest into the deck. Blue Eyes Monster Spell Trap that specifically lists cards like Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in its text, except this card. So you can't search out this card, or you can't activate this card or reveal this card to cheese some interesting plays out of it. This card is actually kind of a little viable because the fact that it searches Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. Theoretically, it doesn't search. Well, actually, yeah, no, it doesn't search White, the other one, because of the fact that it's not an actual Blue Eyes monster. So it's kind of dead there, but it does search out Alternative Dragon, which I guess is kind of okay. It doesn't say specifically they have to reveal 3 different ones, so you could just reveal 3 Blue Eyes Alternative Dragons and just go with it. The Spell and Trap cards, I'm not particularly familiar if there's any very good ones that are out there. So this one, you might just be playing it just like as maybe like a one-of, just to cheese out Alternative Dragon very easily. If you open it up without, but you already have like cards that do this though. You have like Melody of the Awakening Dragon, and you have other cards that do this a lot better. You have the Dragon Shrine, or whatever that card is called, the Return of the Dragon Lords, which are far better cards, especially since Return of the Dragon Lords adds a bit of protection from to your monsters, and Melody of the Awakened Dragon searches 2 cards. So it's kind of not necessary at all to have a card like this. Though I'm not going to say, like, compared to the other one, compared to Solid Dragon, it is very good compared to Solid Dragon. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Chithonian Lance, signing out.